How you guys doing today? In today's video, we're going to be comparing the ROG Ally to the Lenovo Legion Go. And this is not going to be your traditional comparison to where I go over the specs. All you guys know, all those information's all online if you guys want to see it. I'm going to be talking about mainly my personal experience with both of these devices. So if that's something you guys were interested in, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's get right into this video. So when it comes to design, as you can see, this is a 7-inch screen. This is an 8.8-inch screen, so this is a beast. And when it comes to how big it is, you'll see that the Lenovo Legion Go is a beast compared to the ROG Ally. So for comparison's sake, you can see just how much bigger the Lenovo Legion Go is compared to the Asus ROG Ally. But let's focus on each device and talk about what I like about each design and what I don't like about each design. So let's start with the Lenovo Legion Go. As you can see here, I love this screen. It's 8.8-inch 2K 144 Hz. So when you're playing games on this device or browsing the internet, it pops out and it's really awesome for just being productive or watching multimedia or just gaming. When it comes to colors and how it looks, I feel like it looks just as good as the ROG Ally. Now, there's a whole thing about VRR. Personally, when it comes to gaming, I don't even notice that much of a difference when it comes to FPS or just how smooth a game runs. I feel like this device does a great job just running games. So when it comes to design, another thing that I appreciate is that this has a mouse pad. Again, that's something that the ROG Ally doesn't have. So that's a welcome feature. When it comes to design, this actually detaches and there's something called an FPS mode to where you can use this to play first-person shooters, which is a pretty cool feature. Something I don't like about this device is the button placement for the start and select buttons. It should be up here, but as you can see, the Legion Space buttons are up here. So when it comes to just hitting start and select, there's so many times where I just hit these buttons and it absolutely does nothing for me. So I just don't like that. But I love where the analog stick is placed, and I have to say the analog stick feels really comfortable. I don't like the ROG Ally analog stick. There's just something about it that doesn't feel comfortable. That's why I have this thumb grip on it. The D-pad, I would have to give it to the ROG Ally here. I do like how the ROG Ally D-pad feels compared to this. As big as this device is, something that I really appreciate about it, it is very comfortable in the hands to hold. Now, they have multiple buttons, as you can see in the back here, compared to the ROG Ally, to where it has just one custom button back here. And something that I really appreciate about this device is that it does have a kickstand, so you can kick it up, and that's awesome. Again, it has two USB ports, which is a welcome feature here, one on the top and one on the bottom, and you can use eGPU support with this as well. So when it comes to design, I actually think the Lenovo Legion Go gets it here, but some of you guys might not want a big device. Some of you guys might want something small. This is a 7-inch device. It's definitely lighter than the Lenovo Legion Go, and this device looks really good. I like the white color as well, and the RGB lights actually pop out more than the Lenovo Legion Go. And this display is beautiful. It's smaller, but again, 120 refresh rate on this display. And again, this has VRR if that's something you guys were interested in. But yeah, if you don't like a big device, this might actually be perfect for you. Smaller, it's lighter. And so yeah, it might be something to take into consideration when it comes to design. All right, so let's talk about software. So you guys know this is running Emerald Crate and this is running Lenovo Legion Space, right? So let's check this out. As you can see, you hit this button once, you get this, you hit it again, it goes away, you hit it again, you get this, and then you hit this again, and then this pops up to where this showcases your game library and other stuff. So again, you can just see the games that you've played and so forth. So personally, I'm not a big fan of Legion Space. It's funny because I give Emerald Crate a hard time, but right now I'm actually enjoying Emerald Crate. I feel like Asus has done an incredible job with the updates for Emerald Crate, and I feel like it's getting to where I really just enjoy this. There's not a lot that they can do to make this a better experience. I will welcome any changes in the future, but so far I feel like they've done a good job with the updates here. So you hit this button and you have access to your command center. Here you can put things like end task, you can put different resolution on here. So I really like that about this device. You hit this button here, you have access to your game library. You can add games and so forth. You can go to settings as well. You can go to content and choose your game platform like you would be able to do here by clicking this button as well. But I like this. I feel like Emerald Crate is definitely more snappier than Legion Space. And that wasn't the case originally. But again, Asus has had time to definitely update the UI for this. And I feel like Emerald Crate has come a long way. For instance, this battery percentage wasn't here originally, but they added that. So it's going to be quite interesting to see what Lenovo adds in the future. But something to see here when it comes to resolution. For instance, you only have 800p, 1080p, and 2K. They don't give you like any options in between. And when it comes to the refresh rate, you only have 60 and 144 hertz. Here you also have 60 and 120, but here you have 900p. They give you 1080p. They give you 720p. But yeah, when it comes to software, I definitely give it to Emerald Crate here. All right, so next I just want to showcase some gameplay here. Let's close all running games. We're going to showcase Cyberpunk running on both of these and just showcase some performance and see which one performs the game better. So here we have the game running at 800p. As you can see with FPS, we're getting high 40s and sometimes even hitting 50s and middle 50s as well. So this is equivalent to the ROG Ally running at 720. So again, just want to highlight it here. You'll see again, it's just hitting middle to high 40s here. Let's go do some battle here. Let's see if that messes anything up or makes any changes to the FPS here. All right, so let's go here real quick and let's change this to 1080p and let's see if it makes a difference here. So this is 1080p here, so we're gonna hit apply and let's see what happens to the FPS count. As you can see, it dropped to 30. So 1080p here, medium graphical setting preset. You get in anywhere from high 20s to 30 FPS. And again, this is like an intense situation with a lot of firefights going on. So again, 1080p, getting 30 FPS, and then 800p, getting high 40s to 50. So let's test out the ROG Ally and see what we get when it comes to performance. All right, so here we have the Lenovo Legion Go. We're just going to go to settings real quick and we're going to change this to 720p. Again, we're trying to compare this to the 800p to begin, and then in a bit we'll change it to 1080p to compare it to the Legion Go. But as you can see, I still have a medium graphical preset here, and I believe FSR was in quality, so let's apply that. Just make sure that this is fair all around. So yeah, we're gonna exit, we're gonna hit continue, and let's see how the performance is. All right, so as you can see here with 720p, it's equivalent to 800p on the Legion Go. We're getting high 50s FPS count here. Again, the Legion Go was kind of hidden that with the same settings as well. It's pretty similar. This is doing a better job though, staying at low medium 50s. The Legion Go barely hit 50s. It was at middle 40s. But again, just want to showcase this one off, and something to take into consideration. This is not plugged in compared to the Legion Go plugged in. Let's look at what output. So this 25 watts. I believe performance on the Legion Go said 20 to 25 as well, probably 20 if I remember correctly. But as you can see here with 720p, this is getting higher FPS count. All right, so let's change some things up real quick. Let's go to settings here. Let's take this to 1080p and see what happens here. All right, so again, we did 1080p for the Legion Go, and it wasn't the greatest. Let me just do this real quick. 1080p. So as you can see here, middle 30s, kind of similar to what the Legion Go was hitting at 1080p. The Legion Go was at high 20s, 29, and just barely sometimes hit 30. So this is getting more FPS here. And again, this is 7-inch display. But yeah, a little high FPS. Let's get some battle going too, because that also kind of slowed things down for us with the Legion Go. Let's see if that makes a difference here when more enemies come on the screen. So again, it's still doing a good job maintaining like 30s, middle 30s here. So It's pretty good. So again, now with enemies, it's staying about 30, just like the Legion Go was going. So when it comes to performance, I have to say they are pretty similar. All right, so with that being said, I think it comes down to preference, right? Do you want a bigger display or do you want a smaller display? Do you want VRR or do you not want VRR? Do you want FPS mode or do you not want FPS mode? Do you want one USB-C or do you want two USB-Cs? Do you want a kickstand or does a kickstand not really matter to you? Personally, that's what it comes down to when it comes to these two devices. They are pretty similar. They both have the Z1 Extreme chip. So when it comes to performance, they're both going to perform pretty similar. I've tested emulation on both of these and they both run emulation pretty well. And I have to say, when it comes to track record of fixing things and durability, I have to say that it's also something to take into consideration with the ROG Ally, because when it comes to durability, as you guys know, I've gone through issues with RMA and you guys have seen those videos. So far with the Go, I'm on Reddit. I'm not seeing a lot of people complain about the device breaking or having software issues or issues in general. So it's definitely something to keep an eye out for to see if the Lenovo is going to have issues in the long run. Price wise, they're both similar in price. Something to take into consideration. This does come with a case where this one doesn't. They both come with 3 months of Game Pass from what I remember. So again, they're pretty similar. I think it's up to you to decide, do you want something with the biggest screen or do you not want something with the biggest screen? Do you want two USB-Cs or not? It's up to you. But that's what it comes down to. Personally, I love both devices. I think they are both different devices that meet different needs. For instance, if I want a small device to just sit around and kick it, I might pick up the ROG Ally. But if I want like a media experience of browsing, the internet or whatever the case might be, I might pick this up. But they are both good to have if you can afford it. They both meet different needs, but the decision comes down to you. And I do want to say they both can coexist. I don't understand why people bash the other. It's pretty cool to see what's going on in handheld space, and both of these devices are welcomed, and I cannot wait to see the future of both of these devices. When it comes to battery life, they both seem pretty similar as well. So again, enjoying both of these. Let me know in the comments below, which one do you guys own? Which one are you guys in the market for? Appreciate you guys. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Till next time. Peace out.